Let's react to ESPN's post-match analysis of Real Madrid versus Celta Vigo.
Win for Real Madrid against Celta, 2-0. It finished on the day. A professional was a word that Ale Moreno used a little earlier at halftime for what we had seen from the Madridistas in the first half of action.
That's good work from Vinny Jr. down the left-hand side. Shows for the ball short, then goes long. The defender bites. Once that space is created, now Benzema moves well away from the ball, creates that space then for Marco Asensio, who flashes across his defender. A perfect miss hit onto the far post. 1-0.
So Real Madrid's first goal, the main guy who created this goal is Ceballos. What a pass to Vinicius from Ceballos. And the Vinicius has tons of space and he found out Asensio, who had a beautiful finish. Also for this goal, we have to credit Karim Benzema for making up space for Asensio.
Yep, he'll take it. 48th minute, we're into the second half now. Header from a corner from Militão.
I'll tell you what, that was absolutely perfect, wasn't it?
Yep.
You could not write that up any better. Centre back, attacking the ball, heading into the back of the net.
What a goal by Militão, what a header. It was so fast that goalie has no time to react. Again, another talent that Militão is showing that he's really good at header. Also, if I'm not mistaken, Militão has scored the most goals among defenders in top 5 leagues in Europe. One thing I would say, Real Madrid is going to miss Eder Militão against Man City.
And that was how it finished against Celta. It's been a very long time since Celta have beaten Real Madrid in La Liga, and that wait goes on for Iago Aspas and his team. As you can see, Barcelona have that big advantage at the top of the table, which is why we probably shouldn't make too much of the fact that Carlo Ancelotti was asked if Atleti win, if they would still be in the title race, and he said yes, but didn't say much more.
It's 8 points
other
now.
than that.
It's 8 points.
It's 8 points at the moment.
Okay.
Yeah, I do agree. The point table they have shown ESPN is not correct. It has to be 8 points.
Luis Garcia is with us as well. Luis, professional result, professional win from Real Madrid today?
Very professional. I think, once again, a solid result for Real Madrid. They didn't feel much pressure from Celta Vigo, that today was a little bit disappointed. They looked tired, they didn't look sharp. Only one chance in the second half for Iago Aspas, that it was once again Courtois, the one who saved the day, and it was all about Real Madrid. They could have been maybe a couple more goals if they needed, but with a 2-0 result, I think it's the perfect one. Rotation, more players coming in. We've seen again Camavinga playing in the middle. I think he's been outstanding today in the left side, but also in the middle. Asensio scoring again, and Real Madrid cruising, getting results, and well, rotating players. That is most important with all the amount of games that they're going to have in the coming 2-3 weeks.
I do agree with most of the points that Luis mentioned. First of all, it was a professional performance. Real Madrid did what they had to do. Score goals, do some rotation, and try out different things. As you saw, our midfield was today Ceballos, Tchouaméni, and Fede Valverde. They don't have the same capacity, same Modric and Kroos, but they have pace. When Real Madrid had the ball today, it's not all about having possession. It's all about take the ball forward and try to do something and try to create chance. And as a result, they scored 2 goals today. Being said that, it wasn't easy because Celta Vigo was really defensive today. In general, when I see Celta Vigo, they try to press high. But today, that was not the case. Real Madrid had to be patient. They know that their chance will come eventually as long as they be persistent. At the same time, I would say that when you have no pressure to play in the league because you were already thinking you lost the league, so there's no pressure and you play better actually. When you have no pressure, you play better, simply.
Obviously, those games coming up. There's a cup final, Osasuna in the Copa del Rey. Just a few days after that, we start the semi-finals in the Champions League against Manchester City. So managing the playing time of these players is essential and crucial right now for Carlo Ancelotti.
A few things that have become a priority for Carlo Ancelotti. Keeping these players healthy, fit, rested, continuing the momentum that you have built over the last couple of weeks, and making sure that this team continues to feel good about themselves as they head into this very important part of the season. You don't want any drama. You don't want any stress. You want games just like today. Exactly what they needed, exactly what they wanted. 2-0, dominant performance. See you guys later. Good night, everybody.
So the main goal for Real Madrid this season is Champions League because that's the main title that is left over for Real Madrid. Every focus has to be on that. So we have to prepare your football. You have to keep your player fit, and you have to give your players game time so that everyone is sharp before that match. Also, what Elias said about dominant performance, I totally agree. It was one-sided performance, honestly. Celta didn't have many chances at all. They had only one shot on target, if I'm not mistaken. Let's discuss some important points from today's match. First of all, the pitch is not good. The way players were slipping off randomly, it was not acceptable. I think Real Madrid should sort out this problem as soon as possible before that Champions League semi-final against Man City. The second point, Benzema again played 90 minutes. What's the point of playing Benzema full 90 minutes? Like, what we want to achieve from that? He's the one of the most important player in our squad, a player who we really need in Champions League. So why we take the risk by playing him 90 minutes? In my opinion, he should be subbed out after 60 or 70 minutes. Third point, Camavinga again played as a left back and he again showed a great performance. Again, defensively, he did not have to do much because Celta could not attack. But attacking wise, creation wise, he was fantastic again. Furthermore, another thing I noticed from today's Vinicius' composure. Generally, when he dribbled, he just tried to dribble and do something. But today, when he was trying to dribble, he was also thinking, should I pass? Should I dribble? He was more cautious and he was more pragmatic. Even though he didn't score today, he got the assist for Asensio's goal. Also at midfield, I like the way Ceballos played today. He has good game. And of course, we have to talk about man of the match, Asensio. 1 goal, 1 assist. That's totally deserves man of the match. As I said before, he's a player you don't want to play him in the biggest or most important match, but he can be really good utility player and rotation player. Anyway, let me know your thoughts about today's performance in the comment section below.